Next item is public testimony. Anybody signed up?
No one signed up, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Approval of the minutes of November 27th, 2023.
Mr. Chairman, if there's no changes, I'll make a motion to approve. A second.
A second. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those in opposition, same sign. Okay, motion carries.
Good evening. Joanna Villarreal, Planner 1 for the City of Pharr. Today, I have one item for your recommendation. Ted Morales, representing Lamar Strong, owner, has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a conditional use permit to allow the outdoor storage of materials and/or equipment in Heavy Industrial District HI. The property is legally described as being 10.317 acres, more or less out of Lot 40, LR Bell Development E subdivision, Pharr, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property's physical address is 101 North Veterans Boulevard. The property and the property to the west are currently zoned Heavy Industrial District HI. The surrounding area is zoned General Business District C to the south. A portion of the property to the north is zoned Single Family Residential Small Lot District R1A, and the remaining portion is zoned Heavy Industrial District HI. The city limits lie to the east. This area is generally designated for commercial use in the land use plan. Fire Code and Development Services recommend approval. 56 surrounding property owners were notified of the request by letter on November 22nd, 2023, and a legal notice was published in the Advance News Journal on November 22nd, 2023. Staff received no response to the legal notice or Advance News Journal. Development Services is recommending approval of the request for a conditional use permit to allow the outside storage of materials and/or equipment in a Heavy Industrial District HI, subject to the following conditions set before you. And for the record, we do have representation in the audience.
Okay, does the applicant have any comments at this time?
No comment? No comments,
No
sir.
comments? Okay, this item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody signed up from the affected area to speak on this item?
No one in the affected area signed up, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing, open the item up to board discussion.
Mr. Chairman, I was hoping we could go into executive session on this one.
Okay. In accordance with Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code, Section 551.071 to 551.087, the City of Pharr Planning and Zoning hereby gives notice to meet in closed session. Okay, time is 6:29, and we return from executive session, and we'll continue with the item that we're discussing. We got down to board discussion. Okay, no more board discussion? Okay, we'll close board discussion. Open up the floor for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve. A second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries. Next item.
Thank you.
Good evening, Laura Fonseca, Planner 2 for the City of Pharr, and I have two items for your recommendation. Actually, the first item, the applicant requested to table this item for our next planning and zoning on the item number D2.
We have a motion to table the item.
I'll make a motion table. A second.
Second. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries.
Thank you. Item number 3 is Pinpoint Constructions and Investment, LLC, owner, has filed with the Planning and Zoning Commission a request for a change of zone from single-family residential estate district, R1E, to townhomes residential district, RTH, in order to develop and construct townhomes on each of the lots. The subject site is located on the south side of West Owasa Road, approximately 580 feet west of North Sugar Road, and has a physical address of 1500 West Owasa Road. The property is legally described as 18.52 acres, more or less, out of Lot 73, Kelly Pharr subdivision, Pharr, Hidalgo County, Texas. The subject property is located south of West Owasa Road, a 100-foot minor arterial street that runs west and east with a posted speed limit of 30 to 45 miles per hour as identified in the City of Pharr thoroughfare plan. The property is currently zoned single-family residential estate district, R1E. The property and the property to the west were zoned single-family residential district, R1, on September 8th, 2020. On November 21st, 2022, the subject property was rezoned to single-family residential district estate district, R1E. A portion of the property to the east was rezoned from high-density multifamily residential district, R4, on March 21st, 2016. The remaining section of the east and area to the south are currently zoned agricultural and/or open space district, AO. The city limits lie to the north side of the property. There have been no other zoning requests within the vicinity of the subject property since that time. The surrounding land use includes vacant land and residential uses. The property is generally designated for single-family residential use in the land use plan. The Residential Townhomes District, RTH, is established to provide adequate space and site diversification for medium-density residential development that is single-family on separate lots and typically owner-occupied. Townhouse development is a low to medium-density use, and before zoning to townhouse usage, the increased requirements for street, water, and fire protection, waterways, drainage, and adequate open space must be met. Townhome development must be properly buffered from non-residential uses and protected from high volumes of non-single-family traffic or from pollution and/or environmental hazards. 15 letters were mailed out to the surrounding property owners on November 22nd, 2023, and a legal notice was published in the Advance News Journal on November 22nd, 2023. Staff received no response to the letters or the legal notice. Development Services is recommending disapproval of the request to rezone from single-family residential estate district, R1E, to townhouse residential district, RTH, as the property is not in conformance with the future land use plan and is not compatible with the adjacent zones and land use in the surrounding areas. This item is set to go before City Commission on December 18th, 2023 at 4 p.m. And for the record, we do have representation.
Okay, does the applicant have any comments at this time?
Good evening, Omar Cano with Supreme Engineering. I'm here representing on behalf of my client, Pinpoint Construction. So after discussing this item with the staff, it seems that they're recommending this approval due to the fact that future land use it's for low density and townhouses are considered for the city are considering high density, even though on the presentation says low to medium density. So my client, unfortunately, there's no demand for bigger lots. So he is proposing something smaller, like townhouses. The townhouses are going to be detached. They're not, attached where you're going to have 3 or 4 together. They're going to be like small houses. And I'm here if you have any questions.
Thank you. Okay, this item requires a public hearing. Is there anybody from the affected area signed up to speak on it?
No one in the affected area signed up, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Open up the floor for a motion, board discussion. No discussion? Okay, we'll close the board discussion. Open up the floor for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to deny the request.
I'll second.
Second. Second. Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I mean, in favor of denying it? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all those not in favor of denying it, same sign? Okay, the motion is denied. I mean, dismissal is
Thank you.
Good evening, Commissioners. For the record, my name is Alberto Martinez, Planner 3 for City of Pharr. Tonight, we only have 2 items for the recommendation. Item number 1, applicant have representing Jaime Garza, Bebo Distributing Company, Inc., a Texas corporation, is requesting preliminary plat approval of the proposed Lot 1 DSV subdivision. The property is legally described as being 36.458 acres out of Lot 403 Kelly Pharr subdivision, Pharr, Hidalgo County, Texas. The property is located within the 1100 block of West Produce Drive. The property currently zoned is Limited Industrial District, LI. The adjacent zones are Limited Industrial District, LI to the north, east, and west, and city limits to the south. The property is designated for industrial use in the land use plan. Property proposed use, warehouses, variances, none requested. Development Services recommends preliminary plat approval of the proposed Lot 1 DSV subdivision, subject to the following conditions set before you. And for the record, we do have representation on the audience.
Okay, this item does not require a public hearing, so we'll go ahead and open up the board discussion. No discussion? We'll close the board discussion and open up the floor for a motion. Need a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries.
Next item, applicant Westwood Professional Service, Inc., representing KV Shouty, manager of KSV Development LLC, is requesting preliminary plat approval of the proposed Majestic International Trade Port Phase 2 subdivision. The property is legally described as being a 79.022 acre tract out of lots 47 and 48, block 15, lots 49 and 15, block 16, lots 51 and 52, block 17, lots 53 through 55, block 18, and a portion of a 40-foot road as shown on the re-subdivision of Lot 1 and 5 to 32, inclusive of the San Juan Plantation subdivision, and out of lots 3 and 4 as shown on the re-subdivision of Placer subdivision. The property is located within the 9,000 block of South Veterans Boulevard. The property is located within the City of Pharr Extraterritorial Jurisdiction, ETJ. The adjacent zones are within the City of Pharr Extraterritorial Jurisdiction to the north, south, east, and west. The property is designated for industrial use in the land use plan. Property proposed use, warehouses, variances, none requested. City staff recommends preliminary plat approval of the proposed Majestic International Trade Port Phase 2 subdivision, subject to the following conditions set before you. Attached here are the required conditions that you should be complied with. And also, we do have representation on the audience.
Okay, this item does not require a public hearing, so we'll go ahead and open up the item of board discussion. No discussion, we'll close the board discussion, open up the floor for a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion for approval. Go ahead.
A second.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed, same sign. Okay, the motion carries.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay, next item, announcements? None? Okay, then adjournment. The only one left.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Wishing everybody a Merry